Hey everyone, welcome to the Breaking Point YouTube channel. If you're liking the videos, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get to the hunting action.
Start up your engines, yeah, we just begun. I came from a place on the other side of the sun. You could try to walk in my shoes, it's not enough. A million people crowding around, I'm still the one, yeah. Darling, I beg your pardon, I'm ready to get it started. I'm just what the doctor ordered, alright? Lamb unto the slaughter, I'm walking through muddy waters. Just follow me to the altar tonight. Second to none, ain't no place to run. One out of one, look at what I become. Brimstone on the tip of my tongue, cause I've been walking through the fire and we just warming up, yeah.
Well, I'm not exactly sure where summer went this year, but I can tell you that I'm not mad about it. Today is August 22nd. We're heading out to North Dakota for another year, and I think we got about as high as expectations as we've ever had. We're rolling out for our annual scouting weekend. We're gonna spin around, head back home, work for a couple days, and we'll be back out here next week. And season rolls in on Friday, so we couldn't be more excited to kick it off in North Dakota again this year, and hopefully it's another good year. Bringing the old killing hat. Killed my elk in New Mexico. Turkeys. Got its own custom sweat camo going on, but it's coming with. I'm making sure she rides. Bunch of champions right here.
It's been a cold, cold summer. Ice in my veins, but you know I'm about to warm up.
Just rolled back into camp here, North Dakota. It's going on midnight right now. Having ourselves an old fashioned. We'll get up early tomorrow. We're gonna go try and hang some stands at some of our spots that we've got some really good bucks at. We're gonna have a couple of cocktails, hit the hay, and get ready for Friday. It all starts Friday, and hopefully that's when the fireworks begin. Hopefully we can lay some nice bucks down this year.
It's been a cold, cold summer. Ice in my veins, but you know I'm about to warm up. Yo, it's been a cold, cold summer. Ice in my veins, but you know I'm about to warm up.
Well, we got a little bit of chores to get done this morning. We split up. Me and Dan are in one truck. Cody, Fergie, and Touche are in the other truck. We got some stands we want to hang and some cameras we want to adjust today at those spots that are producing some good bucks for us. So we got a pretty good hit list going on, and hopefully they stay pretty consistent here through the next day. Opening days tomorrow, so if they keep doing what they're doing, we'll be looking pretty good. So we're gonna get these chores done and have a nice steak dinner tonight. Should be a good opening day. I'm gonna try to get out of here without getting stuck.
What's going on, everybody? Hope you're enjoying this week's content on the show. If you haven't already, check out our YouTube membership called the TBP Club. It allows you early access to all of our YouTube videos. It allows you access to our members only live Q&As, which is once a quarter. And it allows full access to our Rut Live grand prize giveaway. If you haven't already, check out the TBP Club.
Finally opening day here in North Dakota. The boys and us, it's Touche, Colton, Dan and I, we made a little pit stop at our farmer buddy to sling some arrows before we head to the stand. Should be a good day. There's been a lot of deer that have been consistent, and everybody's going to a really good spot. So bows are dialed in. With any luck, we're gonna cross our fingers for one, and if by some miracle 2 of them come in, hopefully we can double, and we'll see what happens. Weather's halfway decent. We're used to 90s. It's only 80 something today, so you never know what's gonna happen out here. So everybody's going to a good spot. Everybody's dialed in and hoping for a good night.
Friday, August 30th today. Opener of North Dakota bow season. I gotta say, it feels absolutely fantastic to be up in a tree to open out the 2024 bow season here in North Dakota. Dan and I come into a spot that we call the coulee. It's a spot that we've sat many times before, but we adjusted this spot. We actually moved it down the coulee probably about a half a mile. It was always a really productive spot, so getting pictures of really good bucks, but they were just never daylight for us, and we could never catch up with one, so we made a move this year, and it seems to be paying off. There's 3 or 4 really good shooters in here. Any one of those bucks come in, they're gonna do the job for me, so we're hoping to kick off 2024 with a bang here on opening night. With any luck, hopefully these bucks mess up again and we can get one on the ground. We're gonna sit tight, we're gonna enjoy the night regardless of what happens. It feels awesome to be back in a tree, so we're gonna cross our fingers we can make it happen on night number 1. Pretty good sign. We better get to him before a coyote. Yeah.
Well, what an absolute awesome night. Opening night here in North Dakota turned out to be. I'm sitting behind my first ever opening night buck and my biggest buck to date. I couldn't be happier to be sitting behind this deer. Dan and I came into a spot we call the coulee that we got pretty good history with. I sat here last year a handful of times with quite a few good bucks in here, but the spot we had prior to this it wasn't producing daylight quality deer. So this year we decided to push into this property about another half mile, hoping to change something up and catch these deer a little bit earlier in the daylight, and this guy read the script. It started out, a little slower as expected. It was warm out today, but a beautiful night to be sitting in the tree. Two does and come in, and they were kind of spooky. The one doe was kind of trying to pick us out up there, but we held still, and as I was trying to kind of stare down with that doe, I caught a glimpse of this guy. He came right up to the fence line, so I got my bow ready when that doe kind of finally quit looking at us, and he worked up the wheat field and came right in by that doe and fawn, and he really tested my patience. He sat there for, I don't know, it was probably only a minute, but it seemed like it was forever, kind of just quartering right to me. I didn't want to take that shot, and he was only at 16 yards, so we waited him out, and he ended up turning broadside for us, and I was able to get drawn and sent that schwacker just perfect right behind the shoulder, and he didn't make it but 50 yards. He piled up just on the other side of the fence that he jumped, and that was about it. But be awesome to have the other guys here with celebrating, but this is one of those situations that I'm not mad about it, because the other guys in camp, they knocked down 2 more bucks tonight, so we're kind of dividing and conquering and trying to get these deer taken care of. Sounds like my buddy Cody, he arrowed a real nice 8-pointer, and then our buddy Touche, sounds like he arrowed a nice 8-pointer as well. So we got pics of all those, and they're all recovered. So this whole thing wouldn't have been possible without my wife back home holding down the fort and watching our little guy and allowing me to do what I love best and go chase these animals around all over the place. Big thanks to Dan for being behind the camera tonight. We tried to pull off the double, just didn't quite work out. We did the switcheroo, but big thanks to the other boys too. None of this would be possible without those guys. I want to say we got one of the best camps out there. We put in countless hours. We prep for this trip so hard, and we really take pride in how we go at it, and we're gonna get this guy cleaned up, and if we got time tonight, we might try to do some celebrating, but as of right now, it's gonna be a long night.